Hey y'all, it's your girl Divine Lotus, and I'm here to answer some questions with sounds of the future.
I love you, 508.
All right, so first and foremost, I am Divine Lotus. I am from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised, but my background is Guyana, Big GT. I'm an artist, of course. I'm a woman of many hats. Like, I'm an actress. I go to school for acting. I write music. I sew clothes. I just do it all. Like, there's nothing. I don't like for anybody to tell me I can't do something, so I try to make sure I know how to do it. So yeah, but I'm a singer. I'm an R&B singer. Not just R&B, but that's just, that's just the whole of it. I feel like I can go into different facets of music, like dance hall, pop, or whatever. But R&B is just more so the soul of it that carries everything together into the different things I want to do in my music. So my first memory of music, my family is always playing music. Like, we love music. We are music lovers. I remember my grandparents would always have some type of smooth jazz playing on the TV, or the radio rather, sorry. Every time we'd come home from school, and like, we'd just be open to different varieties of music. And my mom, she would always like battle my brother with music every time it's time to clean. So we always use music in everything that we do. So that was basically my first memory. And like, when we have our family events, we'd like party together and just have like dance contests to different type of music. So it's like, you have to feel the music inside of you. So I feel like from there, that's what made me fall in love with music the most. So growing up from Brooklyn, it influenced my swag. Like, you can't be from Brooklyn and not be cool. Like, well, we probably look at people crazy, But I feel like growing up from Brooklyn gave me my personality. So I guess when I'm writing my songs, I have such a Brooklyn-ish mentality. So it's not too like prissy, but I could still add some thug into it. So when I was younger, I used to bring a sketchbook to church every Sunday, and I'd draw like clothes, because I used to be obsessed with Barbies, and I'm like, you know what? Not even Barbies, Bratz forever. But I used to be obsessed with Bratz and their clothing, and I used to want to make my own. So I just like start drawing and sketching from when I was young, and then a lady in the church saw, so she brought me some items that I could play with. And then from there, I'm like, you know what? I have my own style. Like, knowing who I am, clothing is your personality. Clothing represents you in a way that nobody else can. So I think from there, I knew what type of style that I'd want to have for myself to represent me as a person. So yeah, I think from there, I grew into the fashion designer that I am now. Like, I have the liberty to work in a costume shop and learn how to like sew efficiently and effectively. So yeah, one of the statements that I wear now as I perform is like a do-rag. That's like my thing. That's my thing. I feel like that's just something that makes me stand out. I would have to say Bad Gal Riri. Like, she is unapologetic in her style. She doesn't try to look like anybody else. Like, she makes the craziest things look great. So I'm like, she can do that. It's like, with my mentality, you have to know how to make something out of nothing. And I feel like she does that so gracefully. So she inspires me with that, as well as Miss Beyonce. Like, I like the fierceness of her. She's fierce. Rihanna is edgy. Beyonce is fierce. So I feel like I like to play with the combination of the two. I like to show up for myself, and I feel like I represent those two personalities. So when I get to dress it up, I think it shows in a beautiful way. So I like to hear the beat first. I don't like to go to the studio and have to figure it out right then and there, because studio time is money. So I like to hear the beat first, and I like to just flow off the top of my head. Sometimes, like, when I have to sit with the beat too long, I get frustrated, because I'm like, dang, I only hear what I first heard and I can't hear anything else. So I try to go off that first flow and see how it makes me feel. I write to it, then I put it aside a little bit so that I could take time away from what I already had, and then get back to something new, like a new idea or a new thought or a new feeling that I might sporadically have. I believe and I know that my purpose here on earth is to impact, inspire, and influence people positively through music. My music speaks nothing but love, confidence, and just being yourself, owning yourself, and yeah, just being vibey. I feel like I'm a vibey type of girl. You can't be around me and not have some vibes. Like, I don't mind the quiet time, but like, vibes is everything in my music and in my art and in my work. It has to have some type of vibe, a pop of color. Like, if you want to get philosophical, like, I love a pop of color. A pop of color in your music would do so much, you know? So I feel like that's what my purpose is. And to also heal people. I feel like you don't have to have sad music to heal people. Like, to bring joy to those, like, hearing what you say in your music. I think that's just what I do. I think that's what I do. And I've received so many blessings from it. So yeah, that's what I believe my purpose is. I do, because for a long time, I was not able to use my voice. I was bullied into not using my voice, and I was afraid of my voice. So it's like, when I get to write things down and when I get to speak and say what I actually feel, it feels great. Like, and then I hear it back on the loudspeakers. I'm like, wow, that's me. And I fall in love all over again. Like, it's magical to me. Oh yeah, I love touching that stage. Any stage you put me on, I will go crazy. Like, it's just a thrill I get. Like, at first, like, when I'm not on the stage, I'm like nervous. I'm just trying to breathe and just not think about the nerves. But then when I get on there, a whole different person comes on. Like, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And I just experience an outer body experience when I'm on the stage. And to see people smile, I think that's what does it for me. I'm a smiler myself. So when I see people smile, when I'm making my music, when I'm singing on that stage, it just makes me want to do it more and more and more. Like, I have this thing where it feels that, like, who do I think I am on this stage? I'm bad. Yes, it's me. Like, it's me speaking to myself while singing. Like, I can't hear anything else but me singing and me talking to myself like, yeah, girl. Like, I'm my own cheerleader. So yeah, I love the energy of the stage. It's just breathtaking. I prefer to stay independent and let God lead me to where I need to go, because I believe the industry is just dirty. The industry is just a mess, and I don't want to be a part of that. I am not selling my soul. I feel like I can do whatever I need to do without somebody controlling me like that. And I don't want to have to humiliate myself. It just goes against everything I stand for. So I believe staying independent will be a better road for me to go, because I will be reaping the benefits of what I put out, and I'll be able to spread it on a larger scale to other people. No matter how long it takes, I know that I'm gonna be doing what I'm supposed to do in the right way, you know? Oh yeah, like 10 years from now, I see myself in so many places. Like, sometimes they say you don't want to say things out loud before it happens, but I guess I'm not even gonna say all of it, but I do see myself just being a woman of leadership. And I do see myself teaching those to be encouraged in the things that they do and the things that they love, music being one of them. I see myself being able to be on a big screen, big actress, playing roles that I could impact and inspire as well, just being a superhero, you know? And also with my music, the music will never stop. I want to be like Michael Jackson, where, you play my music and it'll never get old. It'll never get tired. It will never fade away. So 10 years from now, that's where I see myself. That's how I see myself. So how I got started with acting, I mean, it all started in middle school, in church, of course. Church, we do everything. But in middle school, I took part of a play called The Dragon Slayer, and we had a lot of different magnets. So I was jumping back and forth from dance to acting to drama to chorus, because I wanted to do it all. I knew who I wanted to be before I was already it, you know? So that inspired me to just take acting to another level. So before I even got to acting, I was working in a school full of children, elementary school, and I figured they were missing something. So I used to write plays and write songs for them to sing and make clothes for them to wear, to just bring that whole performance aspect into the school. And then all of a sudden, like one of the students was like, I'm young, I should just go for it. So I took a leap of faith, gave everything up, and I auditioned to go to school for acting at Brooklyn College. And I risked it all and it worked out. Like I had so much faith that it would work out for me, that this was what I was meant to do. And it worked out. I auditioned, I got a call back. Now I'm in the program. I'm in a BFA program. And I've just been thriving from there. I've been featured in shows like Power, Raising Kanan, Law and Order. Like it's just been magical. Like I keep saying magical because it's like a fairy tale. Everything is a fairy tale to me. So I have a new song coming out. It's called Alone in My Room. I am so much of a hopeless romance, and I fantasize about love a lot. So in a lot of my music, you will hear me fantasize about love. But yeah, I have that song coming out, so be on the lookout for it. And as for any other projects, I guess y'all just gonna have to wait and see. Take that leap of faith, believe in yourself. No matter what time or how much time it takes for you to get to where you want to go or need to go, take it, because it is worth it. The journey is worth it, okay? And then also, don't let anybody's opinion sway you from your purpose. Like, be you, be yourself unapologetically. And yeah, just enjoy the journey, have faith, trust God, and just go with your head held high.
I love you, 508.